A growing need in our community and across the nation is senior homelessness. Churches United for the Homeless, one of our longtime ministry partners, is building a facility to provide safe and affordable housing for those who are on the margins of our society and our senior citizens. It's called Silver Linings. As a church, we are filled with great joy that we can partner with them to meet this need in a real and valuable way in our community.
My name is Cindy, and I've been at Churches United for 3 months. Well, I've been in the same building for 14 years. And then I had some, like I said, fixed income, and I've been in the hospital a couple times, and I got behind. And once you get behind, it's very hard to catch up. So I ended up getting evicted. And this was the start of COVID and all this other stuff. And then I ended up in the car. And from there, it's like, it was here at Churches United I came. Coming to Churches United was scary at first. You don't know what you're coming into. But once you get in and get to know people, yeah, I didn't mind it at all. I have a lot of good friends here.
So sometimes what we see is that people do pretty well in the shelter sometimes, where there's a sense of built-in community, there's staff around, right? But people can't stay in the shelter because that's not the purpose of shelter, right? The purpose of shelter is to provide a bridge from homelessness to housing. So sometimes what we'll do is we'll work like crazy to get somebody into housing, and then they're in a housing situation where there's no supports, and then things come unwound and they end up losing their housing and bouncing back in the shelter. So one of the really important design elements at Silver Linings is that on the first floor and the second floor, there is a pod of 8 one-bedroom units that surround a shared community space. And so what we're trying to get at there is a sense of each of those tenants having their own apartment where they can shut the door, it's their own space, but there's also this sense of built-in community that's designed into the floor plan itself.